So this is Tahm Soraka, and the way that the deck works, it's looking to take advantage of the alternate win con off of Starspring. Now, the deck has a lot of different ways that it does that, and quite a few different synergies, right? So I'm gonna go through that top to bottom. So first, it has the unit package, all of the Bilgewater units that came out when Tahm came out. All of these things take damage to themselves when they come into play. So one of the issues that you'll run into is healing only counts as recovered damage. So buffing a unit over its stats, if it's at full health, doesn't matter, right? It has to be healing a red number on the card. Sometimes opponents who are smart will do everything in their power. They will just take face damage to not put any damage on your units. So these help. Shakedown is the 2 of is essential. It's your removal card. It also has synergy with the fact that it damages your units to then be healed later. Star Shepherd, insanely busted card. You're looking for these in pretty much every opener. These become 8/3s very quickly. And each instance of healing, so if you have a full board that all gets healed off of a Star Springs, each instance of healing affects a Star Shepherd. Boxtopus, similar to the Crusty Codger. The difference with the Boxtopus is, something to note is it has Challenger, which makes it extremely valuable. You're trading with this thing, you have to be really careful because you have to decide whether you want to trade with this thing sometimes, or whether its back end, which is a 4, is worth keeping alive for the healing purposes. The challenging mechanic also lets you force damage onto it, which is really good. Fortune Croaker, Bilgewater damage unit package, great for drawing cards. This deck does a very good job of gaining and maintaining card advantage. This is one of the ways in which it does it. Guiding Touch, burst speed, heal spell, very good. With a leveled Soraka, you can then draw 2 cards. Very, very good. Hush, it's a 2 of. It gets you out of trouble a lot. There are a lot of situations where you would just lose. With the resurgence of Deep on the ladder, I say resurgence, Deep is still bad, guys. But with Deep and sometimes turning that 10/10 FTR thing back into whatever its original form was, usually an 8/4 or a 4/5 now, is relevant. Pale Cascade, card advantage, great for setting up trades, great for pushing damage, just one of the best cards in the game, actually. So like the Pale Cascades make perfect sense in the deck. To note, make sure you know the difference between your healing spells and your pump spells. This is not a healing spell, but you can use it, of course, to save your units and that type of thing. There's a decision-making split that happens between things like Sunblessed Vigor and Pale Cascade. If you know something is going to die at some point early, the Pale Cascade may be better because you're creating a larger back end on a unit, and the longer it's alive, the longer you have to heal that unit to its maximum health, right? So raising the back end of your units is very, very important, but don't use these over these if you know the unit is going to die soon, or you know next turn you're planning on trading it, that type of thing. Soraka, absolutely amazing, levels incredibly fast. I know I skipped Starspring. I'm going to cover that last. Soraka does a lot of things. First of all, Soraka is a 3-mana 1/6. That back end is kind of big. Like she's definitely thick on the back end, right? So that allows her to instantly stop pressure from a lot of the aggro decks in the game. Point 1. Point 2, her support healing is absolutely incredible. The most nefarious thing about her, though, is because yes, her level 4 full heals. The draw 1 is the most nefarious thing about this card. I promise you, if you understand that this deck is more about burying your opponent in card advantage then anything else you will do very well. Astral Protection, this card is incredible, right? So it allows you to heal, right? And then it raises your back end of your unit. You really want to make sure that you're maximizing your value off of this card and you're not playing it too soon. This is another situation where you have to think about, am I Pale Cascading or am I doing something else to save a unit? Am I Guiding Touching to save a unit? Because remember, this permanent buff is incredible, right? Raising the back end of your units so that they can take more damage and heal for larger amounts, especially when Soraka is leveled, is extremely important. This also lets you burst heal, and just like you can burst heal for large amounts with a Star Springs on the board with this card. Because what you can do is you can block something, right? Like you block something with a Soraka, and let's say that thing is dealing 9 damage. So, and Soraka, doesn't have any damage on her. Let's say she doesn't have any damage. She then becomes a 110, takes 9, attacks, and then 211 attacks, and then you just healed 9 points onto the Star Spring. That's insane. If she already had 4 points of damage, you just healed 13 points into the Star Spring. So what happens is you burst kill your opponent and you punish them for attacking with their large game-winning units. One of the ways you'll beat like FTR is you'll block a 10-10 Trundle with a leveled Soraka. Astral Protection, that'll just finish the Star Springs for you. Bastion saves your champions. Broadback is a self-damaging unit that keeps you alive. Tahm Kench, incredible in the stack with all this healing. This lets you establish board states where once you resolve a Tahm Kench, your opponent has to respect it on every single thing that they play. With things like Astral, you can eat things like FTR Trendemirs. Like it's very possible, it happens all the time. And now the Star Springs. This is your primary win con in the deck. I've gone over all of the healing. Star Springs in and of itself also heals your units every round at round end. The other thing is, the thing I want people to remember, the 2 things you have to remember about Star Springs. 1, it's taking up space on your board. So if you're in a situation where you're going to need blockers, sometimes it's not the right answer to resolve the Star Springs yet. I'm not talking about early game, I'm talking about like a game saving situation, because other than that, it's almost always right to play the Star Springs. Secondly, the heal goes off at round end. So don't think that because you hit 22 on your attack with Soraka that you won. Someone will still atrocity you and kill you. You have to continue to play until you hit that end round button with the Star Spring at 22. Another thing about this deck is the units, because people feel really bad damaging them and not killing them, you can have very aggro hands and opens. So against some of your more control-y decks, the Krusty Codger, the Boxapus, the Fortune Croakers, the Star Shepherds especially, can run them down. You just have to understand the hands that will allow you to do that. That said, we've had some great runs with the deck. If you're watching this in the future, then the games we played will probably come after this. So we went 16-5 with the deck. It's been a great night. That's fine. This is medium. Might have even been right to pitch the Boxapus looking for a 1-drop. The other thing that's really, really awesome about this deck is the curve is so low. Hey, Night Yalu, thank you for hanging with us, man. I really do appreciate it. Like it's been super dope. So just thank you. You do know eating your guys with Bio Brunch resets their stats. Yes, but in that situation, are you just letting me know, or were you saying like it was applied to that last game? And if you're saying it does, I'm not saying you're wrong. I completely missed the line because I didn't think about it. He's a harrowing deck, right? No, he's not. I skipped the block. He'll try and go hard this or Vile Feast it, and then I'll protect it. No? Okay. That's fine. He's on go hard, so I can't let any of my guys drop to 1. And we're on double Star Springs, so that's kind of the plan. It's just like hold it down until we get some better interaction there. Passes back, waiting for an attack. Now, it is very important to kill TF. And, like, it might be worth sacrificing a Boxtopus. It probably... A Legends of Runeterra King with the follow. Well, hey, spending some time in your domain tonight. It's rolling. We're trying to do the thing. How's everything with you? Yeah, so... If he has a Vile Feast, it isn't working, but I have to kill TF because this deck will level TF and I will lose. So that's a mandatory sacrifice. Also, he doesn't have Vile Feast. Possible he drew it, but we know he doesn't have it right this second. It's particularly useful if you want to level Kench to obliterate enemies. Or yeah, I did it the game before. Remember, the game against Ash Sej, I did it. Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I kind of just want to preserve my life total, huh? And getting damage on my guys seems reasonable. Like, that's fine. Is there anything I'm scared of here? I do need to pay attention to my life total. Like, this needs to get played. But having the ability to do something about his board feels important.
Appetizers aplenty.
All right, so is it crazy to play over the second springs? Because the thing is his board is like really wide, right? But he may be on crumble. That's the problem. Is I have to respect crumble. This is fine. We agreed that the newer versions cut it, right? He's off of, he does not have he's not representing, he might have a grasp, right? But he's not representing vengeance. I'm gonna play around a stray grasp here. I'm not 100% sure on the list, but I like playing a little careful there. I think it was important to kill TF. This deck really wants him to level up. I was just wondering why he played it that while you had a challenger. Yeah, he played it while I had a challenger and he had no response at that. This is really awkward. Like for him. Not for me, it was great for me. It's like everything I ever want to do. Also, maybe he just can't draw go hard. Like that, it's very possible that he actually just can't draw go hard. Okay, he's targeting his own units. Or maybe he was waiting. I got you. Maybe he was waiting until he had all 3 of his go hards. Maybe that's what it is. But I'm gonna pass until he plays something I have to respect. That's a card I have to respect. How many go hards has he played? Opponent's deck. He's played 1 go hard this whole game. That's fine. Interesting. What's this at? 13? Okay. Cool. We'll hold this. I'll do this here. Thought that stalking was a crumble. Woo! Yo, do you know how sad I would have been? Do you know how sad I would have been if that was a crumble, bro? I would have cried on stream. Doesn't want to inflict damage on my units. That makes sense. Slight throw, right? I should have been attacking with this thing. Like, I should have been attacking with this thing, but despite my throw, we won that one. Kench is so good in this matchup. You notice when folks complain about Lee, I rarely say anything. I know how broken this game can be. That's fair. We're just like feeding this guy LP, by the way. I know I'm gonna get hit by the clone here, but if I hushed him before, right, he just doesn't attack with it, and I need to kill it. Like I need to kill it, so. Zed is the best burn spell in the game. Just so you guys know, Zed is the best burn spell in the game. In case anybody was wondering. I just need to get this combo going because I need to start healing. It's fine. First things first, we do this.
Only provides temporary sustenance, child. Follow closely what's inside
There's so much damage. The third one. The third one, chat. Oh, it didn't work, huh? Because he, wow. The second one fizzled because the unit wasn't ephemeral anymore. Ha ha. Payback. We got him. We got him, chat. We got him. Okay, so opponent is committed to going the elusive route. That's cool. Oh wow. Okay, so do that now, so that way this heals and it has a damage stat. This comes down this turn. We're in reasonable shape. If we don't get jinxed and get blown out of the game here, we're in very reasonable shape, I think. I believe. But yeah. Hey, if you're just joining us, welcome guys. If it's your first time here, hope you're having an awesome one. We are international here, so whatever part of the world you're coming from, hey, you're welcome. And feel free to let us know what you think. Give us your lines as we're playing these games. Anything helps. This is exactly what the deck used to do. Deny and Deathmark controlled the opponent while you attacked till they died. Yep. Pretty much. So opponent is hard on the elusive land. Like Smork harder opponent, Smork harder. Ouch. That hurts. Stop hitting me, opponent. Stop hitting me. Alright. So... like, these things just absolutely have to die, right? Like we're hanging on, but barely. Like that battlecaster in the 4 Puros was like horrific, right? Oh. Oh, heart of the cards. Come on. Live one turn. Live one more turn, guys. Live one more turn. We'll be like, rummage, draw 800 cards. Like, oh, God, come on. Don't jinx me, bro. Have a heart. Don't jinx me. Believe it or not, Legends used to be 8 mana. Get the... What? What? Why? Why would the devs do that? Alright, so he has another burn spell, we're dead. Like we died to the next burn spell. Go ahead. Burn me. But he doesn't get a rocket this turn. Cool, so he doesn't get a rocket this turn. So... Alright, so... he wants to end round there. Interesting. I like drawing a card here. Whew. We double brought. Yeah, that's insane, bro. That makes zero sense to me. Just so you know, like, why would that even be a thing? But I mean, I guess everybody was playing slow, bomby decks back then, right? Like aggro was super weak at that time in the game's history, I guess. Like, Star Springs kills him this round, right? Let's go. Got him. Star Spring and Broadbacks, man. Hey, what up, Korok? How's it going, man? What's good with you? So I lived through a Pale Cascade here. Or I don't. Okay, that's fine. Fine with this. So he looks like the kind of deck that he really needs to develop a board. If I just don't let him go wide, like that's probably where I want to be, if I had to guess. Drop this, see what he does. Hey, Teep Min Deed. Tita Main Deed. What's up? Welcome to the stream. How's it going? Hope you're having an excellent one. Thank you for that follow. How's everything going with you? We're just running a little Soraka Kench, and we're 9-3 right now coming into this game. All right, what do I want to do? I think I want to attack and just see what he does. I would like to resolve Kench, but I also like having this up as insurance. So I don't get blown out by like a double, you know, like double Pale Cascade or anything crazy like that. Or triple. I guess it wouldn't be a Pale Cascade, it would be something else. Alright, that's fine. That might have been a good pass, because I was ahead on board, but I don't think he's going to be able to do anything concerted. Should have passed. Should have passed. That's why you pass. Also am not familiar with opponent's deck, so... It's fine.
So what's in store for me, Mima?
I need time for commune, Tahm. This you know. Ours is the one true light.
So I know I have to play around concerted.
I fight for the fallen.
Did he forget the Radiant Guardian nerf? Chat, this looks like he forgot about the Radiant Guardian nerf. Cause I don't care about his health total like at all.
I'm sure there's something for my taste.
Where are you, spirit? Oh, I hear them.
Hecarim as a 6/4 was nuts. You got a 10/10 on board every time he attacks without any shark terror. Oh my god. What is this game? What is this game you guys are talking about? That's not the Runeterra I know. The Runeterra I know is a fair and balanced place. Okay. So he can't attack with this Garen though. Right? Like he could try single combating me off the table.
Devotion to battle. No, the stars. You pay first.
There's a concerted. Cool. So here's a Bastion. Here is an Astral. And that seems good. I guess I could have waited on that. That's burst. I got too excited. Alright, so let's threaten lethal. Got him. I'm telling you, play a fair game. Who was on it? Who was it earlier that was saying their climbing with Soraka Kench wasn't going well? Because mine is going swimmingly at the moment.